Okay, guys, back talking about Desiree mourning for DMX at the funeral. I felt as though she was grieving so hard she couldn't even finish her statement, and I hope she had someone there to console her. The guy Jungle took me back. He was like, yo, just I think making comparisons, similarities, how he's similar to X. I didn't know if he was trying to jumpstart his career on the back of X. I thought that what he said was valid because from what he said, what I heard as a fan, as a viewer, that he said that if it had not been for him and someone else renting an RV and bringing X down south, he wouldn't have been able to complete an artist. So X did have the motivation of the street man again and not the people from the industry. And I feel like that is the part Jungle played in X's life. He said he's known him. I always listen to the people who had close relationships with people on the streets. You know how you always see mad photos of DMX just showing mad fear and love. Irv Gotti, even if he did like die from getting high and it was fentanyl, and it's called fentanyl, in the drugs, I don't think this was the time to share that. And then again, like, even if the family did share that with him, I felt like Irv Gotti, this was not the time. It was, poor judgment and poor taste during a time of this man's death and his legacy. And you will always be remembered for that. So you're going to have to live with that memory yourself because, shitting on a legend, it ain't cutting it. So you should have left whatever information you received private. The X, his tribute, his funeral, everybody going worldwide, salute. Because he is a legend. Them naming a day after him. I was seeing I was watching mad Dr. Phil clips with X on them, and also, sharing them on my Facebook Live. My Facebook page. And, I shared one clip from Dr. Phil questioning X about him having 12 kids at the time when he was on the Dr. Phil show. It was 7 years ago, so that footage was mad old. But X simply told him like a man, and that's why we love X, because he's that's like the end of an era. X is the end of an era. He was like that thug boy era, coming in like, yo, that manly man, like, get at your dog, like, you know what I mean? Shit, nigga, I'm slipping, I'm falling, but I'm still getting up. We all know X. We all know what X stood for. He was the manly man, that your uncle, that nigga, that, you know what I mean, is going down. Like that thug, should he want to show you some love. You understand what I'm saying? So we all knew X for his music. Like his wife said that, his ex-wife, he had multiple personalities. I can believe that. I swear, I'm going to tell y'all a true story. And it's weird too because I don't even like Jay-Z today. But there was one time I was a huge Jay-Z fan. So I went to a concert in Worcester in 1998, and it was called the Hard Knock Life Tour, and it was Method Man, Redman, X, and Jay-Z. And when you think about that, I believe that's the time that Jay-Z became X's enemy. And I'm going to tell you why, because Jay-Z was the headline, okay, and X was with him too. But I didn't know who X was at that time. Okay, so I was there to see Jay-Z. I was all on that politics as usual. You know what I mean? That album and shit. That was like the hardest album back then. And I was there to see Jay-Z. But let me tell you, I went to the restroom, and I went to the restroom. It was like a long hallway. If you've ever been to concerts, you know what I'm talking about. So it was a long restroom I had to go to get a long hall I had to go to get to the restroom. When I got there, before I got there, I heard someone like barking, and then I heard the crowd going, ah! They were going crazy, crazy, but in a good way, like just cheering, excitement. And I just heard this guy, this dog. But I didn't know it was DMX at that time because, like I said, I was there to see Jay-Z. But I believe that at that time is when X got his enemy with Jay-Z. Jay-Z was hating on him because the man already had a fan base. You know, he was a different type of artist. You know, that growling, you know, that flowetry was in him. That man was from his heart. He rhymed from his heart. You know, on Dr. Phil, it was like they was examining, going over his lyrics. His lyrics are gonna be up in universities. X's lyrics are gonna be in universities. But I don't know how they gonna break the lyrics down or analyze them or assess them. But trust me, all of that shit was from the heart, and he wrote his music. I don't even know why X was down and shit, because X wrote his music. They couldn't take X's music, and they didn't want it either, because what he got talking up in there, God, 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 God. You know what I mean? You don't want nothing like that up in your house when you serving Satan. You feel me? So X basically, you know, he's gonna be missed. And I say that with much respect and much love. I'm still in disbelief. To me, I find that so unbelievable. And I'm coming from a fan point, just a fan point, but I felt like X was more than a fan in my heart, in my soul, in my mind. His music got me through a lot of days, you know, slipping. You could still listen to today, and you could put it in and recognize I'm slipping, I'm falling, you know, but I got to get up, you know what I mean? And, you know, just assess your shit and get it together, snatch. X helped us snatch a lot of moments together when we should have fell down. He helped us get up. And I know that you feel the way that I do. So with that being said, I will say, may his legacy live on. You know what I mean? And I'm happy that they did give him a day. He deserved that. You know, and I'm happy that the lifestyle he lived, his prayers overshadowed that. Thank you. That's the legacy we will remember him by. You know what I mean? And I just hope his family's being comforted. And Black Rob too. Black Rob, whoa, whoa. That was the hottest beat. Like, whoa. Like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, 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 like, whoa. That was the shit. Like, whoa. You know, and his little album. But whoa was the hit. You could throw whoa on today, and it's like this. Black Rob. You know, Black Rob, I feel bad for Black Rob. And when it's all said and done, he didn't take care of himself. And, you know, you have to take care of yourself. But when you down and out, and it's just one more thing, and there's a lot of people out here in these streets living like Black Rob, homeless and sick. Homeless and sick, really living in the streets. And there's some of our elders too. Brothers like Black Rob, 50, 40, 30, just neglecting their health, turning to drugs and alcohol and that sort of thing, you know. And even when they get the treatment, that should take a lot out of you. If you know anybody who is suffering from not chemotherapy, dialysis and anything, you know, you have to have a place to go, because that shit make them tired the day after. So their body's under a lot of stress. He couldn't take it no more. You know what I mean? That's what it sounded like to me. He couldn't take it no more. He said the pain was unbearable. We seen him in his last days, and I think there should be something said to people putting people out there in their last days, man. You gotta start giving people more respect, showing people more respect in their last days. We don't have to know that much about them. I'm cool with just knowing that they passed. I don't want to see them pass. I don't want to see nobody I know, no one I care about, no one I like, no one I love, someone. I just don't want to see them pass. I think that's a private moment. Let them have that. I don't want it to be too fucking real like that in this world that, you know, we don't respect death no more. Like, I don't want to see it, man. So, we got to just start making better decisions. That's all I'm saying. Better comments and better decisions. Like, bridle your mouth. Some things should not be said, Some things should not be said. And even with the Shock G, they got a lot of videos floating on around about him. But I agree with Swiss Beats. Give them their flowers while they are alive, yo. Don't wait till they dead to talk about, things like that. Everybody's leaving the park, so I think I better go too, guys. It's really getting dark out here, so let me get. The only thing squawking is the ducks and shit right now, but I'm loving the lighting. It's beautiful, gorgeous. So, some other people here. Anyways, Shock G, there's a lot of video footage going on around him, about him, and Scottie Pippen's son, too. Made the Pippins be consoled, condolences out to them. Oh, I could continue to walk. There's a couple walking around here. Oh, it's a couple couples. Let me walk, guys. Okay? The park. But I'm going to switch the camera lens because I don't want to record anybody. So, I'll do that. Whatever. Yeah, we got technical problems going on because I do not know how to operate the camera. God damn it. So, anyways, guys, right? Shock G, responsible for producing many people's records. He worked with Tupac, Humpty Dumpty. You know him. There's a story running around talking about. There's this guy called Conscience X, and he's saying Shock G is Pooh Shiesty. I do admit black people do look alike, but Shock G is old as hell and Pooh Shiesty is young, and they do not look alike. And the way they try to disrespect Shock G and his family is saying his hands look old because he didn't have any lotion on his dry skin. So that's what made them say that Shock G was Pooh Shiesty. Listen, we do look alike. Black people do look alike, but we are not the same people. Shock G is Shock G. Pooh Shiesty is Pooh Shiesty. Shit, maybe they are related. Shit, they broke our families up. Who knows? Only God knows. But they're not the same person. And when you have their families out here mourning, people don't want to hear conspiracies. You gotta learn to respect and honor people's privacy in their moments. That everybody is not out here lying and being robots and humanoids and wearing masks and down with the Illuminati and all the theories and conspiracies out here. But I